Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that setup and playthrough of the game Unstable Unicorns. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Components. Yeah, look, it's a lot of cards. Nothing too fancy, nothing really to write home about either. When I first opened the box and started playing through the game, one thing that I did notice is that, I don't know, kind of left a little grimy feeling on my hands, but not too much of a big deal. I'm sure that'll wear off over, quite a few more playthroughs, and that's okay. The box that came with it for the Kickstarter is pretty neat. It's got this sort of holographic finish on it, which I think is really cool. I definitely enjoyed that one. But as far as components go, not really too much to address. But one thing that I do want to address is the type of, the type of player this is good for and how many players it should be done with. So let me go ahead and address first that I did a few playthroughs. The first time that I played through it, it was with 2 players. So let me get this out of the way. Do not buy this game if you are only playing it with 2 players. It was one of the more unfun experiences that I had. I tried it a couple of times, just to give it another chance. And with 2 players, it just, I don't know, it missed the mark almost entirely. So really, guys, this game is best played, I think it's for, 2 to 8? 2 to 8 players with a playtime of 30 to 45 minutes. Playtime, yeah, spot on in every one of our playthroughs. But it says that it's good for 2 players, but no, it's really not. So best played probably with at least 4 people. Reason being is because there's cards that say, certain things happen, take it from any stable, and when you're only taking it from one other person's stable, well, just again loses a little bit of its fun factor. So that's why I cannot recommend this for 2 players. Above that, yeah, it's a pretty decent card game. And the fact that it can get up to 8 players, so if you've got like a dinner night and you want to bring over a bunch of people and you want a easy to learn game, then yeah, this one is definitely in that wheelhouse. So reasons to add this game to your collection. Reasons you may want to add this to your collection is because you like those kind of games that have the ability to have more players. So you've got larger party nights or larger game nights, and you want to be able to include everyone. And look, let's face it, not every game needs to be a deep strategic 4-player, show. Sometimes these quick, fun card games, they fit the bill just nicely. So if you're the type of gamer that enjoys a larger group at your game nights and you want to be able to play 1 or 2 rounds of a game in a single evening, then this one might fit the bill. Reasons to not add this to your collection? Well, for the reason I just mentioned, don't add it if you're only going to be playing or if you're mostly playing with 2 players. I can't give it, I don't want to gripe on that one too much, but it just was not fun for me at all for 2 players. Reasons you may not want to add it to your collection even when adding more players is because, look, for me, even after playing it a number of times with more people, it was an okay-ish party game. There was the artwork is really whimsical. The NSFW deck was entertaining, so I'll give it a mark for that one. But overall, guys, there are, in my opinion, better games that you might want to bring to the table for, what limited time we might have to play games on any given game night. So overall, Unstable Unicorns is decent enough to add it and, not very expensive to bring it into your collection if you're so inclined. The artwork is a ton of fun, but, after playing it maybe another dozen or so times, I'll have seen every card through it and I'll have already done that. So maybe a reason not to add it. But that's my overall take, guys. Don't get this for 2 players. It's a pretty fun game at 3 or more players. We played it, I think, with 6 players. So I never got it to a full 8-player game. I feel like that might just be too much. Reason being is because you're constantly needing to see the small print on the cards. And so you're like looking around a giant table thinking, all right, who's got the best one that I can take this, do this magic card on that's going to, make the biggest impact. So that can be a little frustrating because you're constantly trying to see, around a large table, what other people might, one, have in their stable, and two, what those cards in their stable do. Because there's a lot of cards that if they return to the player's hand, well, once they play it right back on a subsequent turn, well, now they're doing damage all over again. So some cards that have that power up, yeah. The other reason why not to get it for 2 players is because one, in the rule book, it doesn't even have the full 2-player variant. They refer you to a website, and that just really rubbed me the wrong way. But then 2, they make you take out a bunch of cards. 1, the basic unicorns, they get removed. 2, a specific list of the different named cards that you should also remove. But there was still a number of power-up cards or upgrade cards that required a basic unicorn. Well, wait a second. In a 2-player variant, I had to pull out all basic unicorns. So now I've got a bunch of cards in the deck that require a basic unicorn that I can never have. So that's why I would say not for 2 players. For 3 or more, it's pretty all right. Anyway, guys, if you've played Unstable Unicorns and, well, I'd appreciate your thoughts on it because for me, look, I can't highly recommend it in any capacity, even as a party-type game. But if you think differently, please leave a comment down below. If you've just happened upon this video and you've enjoyed it, I appreciate the support. Feel free to throw a subscribe. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching.